welcome back to my channel. This is Prepping by Faith, and today I just wanted to share some ideas with you guys for prepping foods for grid down. So in a grid down scenario, a lot of us aren't going to have access to, our traditional ways of cooking, so we won't have ovens, most likely, unless we have put up a solar oven. We're also going to have to be conserving things like our propane if we're going to be using propane burners. So I wanted to come up with a few things that I think you guys should have prepped for this scenario so that you guys are prepared should we experience this in the near future. Okay everyone, so we're going to get started on this. So today we're talking about prepping foods for grid down. So we have no power and we're trying to figure out what the best foods are, the quickest, easiest foods are that aren't going to use a lot of our propane or other items that we have stocked up for this scenario. So I'm guessing that most of you realize the first thing that you should do is start using down the items in your refrigerator. So if you have eggs in there, cheese, milk, that sort of stuff, lunch meat, hot dogs or anything in there, you want to go ahead and cook those up first and use those first, and any fresh vegetables, meat, anything like that, we want to go ahead and try to use as much of that as possible, especially if we don't have a backup generator or something like that for power. So first things first, use down those fresh ingredients. So after we've done that, I feel like one of the things that you guys should do if you haven't started doing so is just keep yourself, several loaves of bread in your freezer, several packages of things like your flour tortillas, because they do freeze well. They last quite a long time. One of the things I've noticed about bread is that sometimes it can get kind of dried out if it's been in there for a while, but the potato bread that I have right here seems to do better, and I'm guessing that's because of the moisture from the potato that's already in it. So maybe consider putting some of these up in your freezers. So you're going to want to make things like your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I've got back here some Nutella. That's another thing that you guys could have stocked in your prepper pantries to kind of just make a quick sandwich. It doesn't have a lot of protein in it, but it does have 2 grams per serving. So it's not as good as the peanut butter as far as that, but it is another option, and I know kids seem to really like that chocolate. I know I do too. And then the other thing is, just things like your refried beans here that you can throw on these tortillas. Maybe use it with some of that cheese that you have in your refrigerator that you need to get through. I have here just some different cans of canned beans. I have black, I have some baked beans, and then I have some pinto beans. So you could make yourself something with those. You could always go ahead and make yourself some baked beans really quick on, the stovetop as filler. You could throw a little bit of canned meat or something inside of that. I'm hoping that you guys have started stocking the canned meat. I have over here just some chicken breast. I have some tuna. I feel like you guys could take this and that mayonnaise is going to go bad that's in your refrigerator, so go ahead and mix some of this up to serve on bread or with crackers. I also have back here just some Alfredo sauce. I feel like that's something that you guys should have in addition to your spaghetti sauce, because we will all get burnt out on just spaghetti sauce. And interestingly enough, the Alfredo has a pretty good shelf life as well, so I stock up on quite a bit of that. This little deviled ham here, this spread is really good to put on crackers. One of the crackers that I have stocked up on are these pilot bread crackers. They last a lot longer than the regular saltines. So if you guys haven't seen these, I think I got mine online. You might have to go that route to get them, but they do last longer. That's something that you guys can stock up. I know some people go ahead and take their crackers and you can put them, you can vacuum seal them, maybe throw a couple oxygen absorbers in there to get them to last longer. Obviously, things like your canned soups here, I have some different varieties. I have some that require water and then some that don't. You might want to consider stocking up on, things like your Progresso. And I know that Campbell's makes a chunky one too that doesn't require water. So anything that we can do like that, those are just going to have to be heated a tiny little bit. They're not going to use down a bunch of your propane that you've stocked in case of an event. So those are some options for you. And then I wanted to come over here and show you a few other things I have here. So things like, you know, your chicken rice, your beef rice-a-roni that are going to cook up faster, your pasta-ronis that I have here. And I feel like even with some of these things, if you didn't have milk, obviously I hope you have powdered milk stocked up, but if all you had was water, it would probably taste better than nothing mixed with that little pouch that it comes with. So here I just have, you know, some macaroni and cheese. That's another quick one that you can do. And then I have, you know, a lot of us think of cranberry sauce and we only think about the holidays, but cranberry sauce is something that you can stock up on that is a good alternative to just canned fruit. I also have here containers of applesauce, some pudding. The snack pudding actually has a pretty good shelf life and it doesn't have to be refrigerated. You can store it outside of the refrigerator, so I have a bunch of those. I have some regular pudding here as well, where if you were trying to use down that milk and you didn't want to toss that out, you could go ahead and make some of this up as a snack for everyone. I have, you know, things like dried fruit. These corn nuts have a really good shelf life. There's something you can stock up on. Obviously, things like granola bars, protein bars, those sorts of things are good to have on hand for an emergency. I have here these Belvita soft baked banana bread. Guys, these are really good. So if you like Belvita, I feel like this is a really good option. It could work as a breakfast too. If you know, didn't have things like your boxes of cereal stocked up, I have bunches of these too. And cereal will last about a year past that expiration date on the box. So I have quite a bit of cereal stocked up for my family. I know how many we go through in a month, so I have at least a year worth of cereal stocked up. And then I also have here just some cans of nuts. There's these little instant oatmeal that you can get. These I actually got for free. You can go ahead and, you know, just put a little bit of hot water in here to hydrate this. This would be awesome to have in your preps for an emergency. I also wanted to show you guys these. These are freeze-dried fruit crisps. I have a variety pack here that has the it has the pears in it, the apples, and the bananas and strawberry. These are freeze-dried, so they're going to last quite a while. They're very tasty. My kids love these. They have them in the variety pack, and they also have just the Fuji apples. So if you guys haven't tried these are at Walmart, and they're pretty good. I feel like they would be something that you could put up in your preps to last. So these are just some ideas for you guys in case you're in a grid down situation and you're kind of at a loss of what you can do to just put some quick meals together and things that aren't going to use down a lot of the resources that you have stocked up on. If you guys have enjoyed this video today, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And remember to pray, prep, and put God first. God bless.